Hey, collector. Yeah, I'm just sitting here, I'm just picking up. I'm struggling with a lot of, like, unresolved, like, guilt and stuff like that. When there's, like, secrets and shit like that and just so much unsurety or whatever, and you really can't get a straight answer for somebody, and you really don't want to think that all this is possible. But, that people can do that. But anyways, I look at the Comic-Con and I get Taurus. So Taurus, Taurus speaks of resources, okay? And like in my birth chart, I have Taurus in Chiron in the fourth, I think it's the fourth house or whatever. And that speaks of that I have property that was left to me, that was taken. It's in my birth chart. And that's the only second reason to why the cards plus what's in my birth chart plus just, I don't know, makes me believe what I'm being told and what I'm being guided. Now it's just weird. And anyways, so I'm getting here. So resources. So somebody, when you're dealing with a situation like with inheritance or property or whatever, it can bring up jealousy and blah, blah. And I'm thinking like my situation, like I would never have thought that because like, as far as I knew, I don't come from a rich ass family. You know what I'm saying? Nothing like that. But doesn't mean somebody didn't have resources that they were maintaining and putting away for somebody. And I was just thinking like, you would think that like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, I would never think like that would be possible. But you can just think like everybody in the family or whoever found out would probably be like, well, why her? Or why him? You know what I'm saying? Come on. Like a whole family that don't really come from nothing, but there's some money put away for one or two people or whatever. And for whatever reason. And then somebody becomes obsessed, okay, with the power struggle, with of these blessings, having control, okay, of somebody's blessing or good fortune, all right, because somebody became obsessed with somebody's ability to maintain these resources. And if somebody would be practical, okay, it don't matter. It's not yours. You know what I'm saying? Like, there is no reason, there's no excuse that makes this type of shit okay. I don't give a shit. There's no excuse that makes this type of shit okay. That somebody sees somebody's blessings or good for it, whatever, and they become obsessed with controlling it. Trying to, control the situation. Scorpio, look. Control the situation. All of it, like a power struggle, resulting from the power to secrets. These are secrets. These secrets have been resurrected, okay? Business-like. Somebody may have felt like they would be able to be the one to control it the most business-like way. Yeah, resulting from rules. Yeah, rules. But there's rules to this shit. And you think that they followed those rules? No, they didn't. They became obsessed with controlling whatever it was. And, oh yeah, they broke the rules. Okay? When they decided that they was going to control someone's money or decide somehow at the last minute decide whatever they did decide. Doesn't matter. Yeah. Saturn, limits opposed. There is, okay? So there is rules to this shit. There should be. These beneficiary, these, what are they called? The people that are supposed to oversee it, control it, but it's not for them. They're just the ones that, you know, until whatever rule, whatever, when the person gets a certain age or whatever it is. And then when this person becomes so obsessed, they don't want to let it go, whatever, then they go and freaking do some sneaky shit, okay? Do some sneaky shit to control it, to be able to impose more limits on someone getting it when they no longer have any reason to keep it from them. But then, no, then it goes even further than that. Yeah. How do you explain to this? Yeah. How do you explain to this? What you want to be known. That you didn't, exactly. It's like one thing, okay, but why didn't you even tell the person about it? Why is it a secret? It's one thing, control, didn't think someone could control their own resources, blah, blah, blah. But another thing, to completely hide it from somebody, completely hide it from someone, never tell somebody whatever, or nothing about what they are required to do to be able to get it. So you never wanted the person to have it. Don't fucking say, oh, I don't even know how the fuck you can even get away with that. But like I said, there's loopholes. There's people that they have signing and looking the other way and whatever. Breaking fucking rules. Thinking that no one would find out. Somebody wouldn't find out. Yeah, man. The mysteries. Personal power. Eighth house. Using other people's resources. That's crossing the line, bro. Like, oh, I know what to do. Like, it goes from, like, we'll control it, sitting there, like, oh, no, I know what to do. I'm going to invest it for it. But, like, no, you have no right to touch it. You have no right to touch it. 9. Yeah. Mars. Fighting for to use other people's resources. Yeah, bro. Mars, yo, somebody's fighting this. Am I fucking in my birth chart? So if you have like a Scorpio in the 8th house, okay, in what is it, Jupiter? Yeah, like a lot of the places in the chart, you look up your birth chart, like your whole birth chart's mapped. It'll reveal the secrets that these motherfuckers don't want revealed. Like, bro, that's so crazy to me. Yeah. And now, somebody has, like, is taking action. Like, yeah, like, they don't give it. Like, no, why the fuck would someone fucking give it? Sorry. This, you know, why would someone care to freaking confront this? Like, bro. You was using someone else's resources. It was never yours. It was never yours. As a life or death issue. It was never yours. Yeah, someone got hopped up on this power trip. Getting and using power to try to use their advantage. But they were being sneaky and conniving. Yes. In order to bring about, to keep it a mystery. Someone else's shit. Someone else's property. Yeah. It just became a recession. They didn't want to let it go. The need for control. Then it was like, oh no, because then they'll find out about everything we did. Yes. Information explained. Communication about. Resulting from the fluctuations of. Yeah. They wanted somebody to just... They didn't want it to be known about this. They were do or die. They were doing whatever they could, whatever they must, absolutely, in order to keep it being spoken about, keep it from being revealed about what these people did to get access to someone else's resources. Yeah, they use different ways, unconventional ways. Yeah, to keep somebody from discovering this. Well, guess what? Somebody used unconventional ways to discover it. Venus. Cherish, enjoy. Yeah, these people are enjoying, having good times, pleasure on the 8th house, using other people, someone else's money, using your money. Yeah, exactly. And it was all about the way they project themselves. Projecting themselves on someone else. You want to judge and say this person, blah, blah, but as the beneficiary, you couldn't be trusted with the rules, and you broke the rules, and you took the money, and you did whatever with it. So, projecting themselves. Yeah. Wearing a mask. Thinking no one was going to see someone's actions. Resource to maintain. This is what they were supposed to do. Maintain it until somebody got to the age or whatever that they were supposed to get it. It was left, okay? This person may have had control over it because someone may have been underage or whatever the case may be. But this should have never been hidden from somebody, okay? This should have never been hidden from someone. They didn't think that somebody would be able to maintain these resources on their own. It don't fucking matter. It ain't for you. It ain't for you. So because you mad it ain't for you, you think you can put your 2 cents, but who the hell are you to judge? And then not only that, you go and don't even tell the person at all, like, hey, this was left for you, but we decided to hold on to it till you meet such and such and such standard. I mean, this is what was agreed. This is what the person wanted in the will or whatever the case. But no, they imposed their own whatever and decided not only that they weren't going to tell you about it, then it goes to, oh, it's gone, basically. Because they were projecting themselves that someone else wouldn't be able to maintain. But it turned around, you weren't even able to maintain money that didn't even belong to you. Or something that didn't even belong to you. The cost of this. You know, I read that someone that does that has to pay up to 3 times the amount that they took. 3 times the amount that they took. Yeah, decisions. They were supposed to, they weren't supposed to be able to make decisions about this. Like, afterwards. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, sometimes you gotta think, like, but, you know, there's crooked people, there's blah, blah, blah. This is money, so, you know. And they come up with, like, fake documents and all types of stuff. Who knows what people do, you know? Yeah. With partners and shit. Yeah, getting people to act as they're your partner. That they're in a relationship. Marriage. Falk? I was going to say... I was saying false marriage, but falk... The hospital? Falk. Anyways. False marriage... Okay. This is the way they did it. Unconventional way to do it was to get somebody to cooperate and say that they were in a relationship with you, or to somehow partner up with someone. Yeah. To benefit from this. South, no trouble. Yeah, yo. Thinking there wasn't going to be trouble, okay? This person convinced people, somebody, to cooperate in order to get this done. Because of the limits that were imposed. Because there was limits imposed, like I'm telling you, there's rules to this shit. So not only did you blah, blah, but then you decided to get through the limits that were imposed on you as an overseer, not to borrow, not to whatever, impose your own shit. You're upset that you really don't have control over it. You're not supposed to. Then you go and do some messed up shit. Falsify some documents. Do whatever in order to find a way to benefit from it. Like, because you just mad. Has nothing to do about the person not being able to handle the resources. It's that y'all just mad. It don't matter what the person did with the resources. It's for the person that it was left to. The resources. Okay? In the 8th house, using other people's resources that they were just only supposed to maintain and oversee. Yeah. They weren't supposed to use this money directly. No. They were supposed to oversee it. Even if it was in stocks and investments that they should have oversee. That's it. Oversee it. But they ain't supposed to make no big changes or use the money to invest in other things or any shit like that. Especially get someone else involved. That's crazy. Like, this is what I'm saying. Thinking it won't. Yeah. Thinking it's not fair. I'm telling you. It's not fair. That's crazy. That is so crazy. What is to be shared? They probably got their own little too, and they just didn't care. Like, they just didn't care. Or even if they didn't, it's none of your damn business, bro. Wasn't, yeah, Saturn. Thinking that, too concerned. Too concerned. With, like, these limits imposed. So they decided to come up with a genius friggin' idea. And friggin' get somebody to friggin' act like they were in a relationship with them. Well, with the person that this estate belongs to. Yeah. Like, how the hell did that? What? How is the main person not even da-da-da, but then you bring in a friggin' spouse. Yeah. Sagittarius. Insights understand. The rules of. Yeah, get it out. These rules. I can't believe this. Somebody was really trying to convince somebody that they had nothing to be concerned about. That there was no way that this was going to be exposed, revealed. Trusting your psychic knowledge of. Moon, the nurturing of feelings, reactions. That there was no need to be concerned. Things brought to light, Sun. That's what I'll say. But something happened, I'm telling you. Somebody started noticing somebody's reactions or something switching up with somebody. And somebody started panicking or feeling some kind of, worry, concern. That these things are going to be brought to light. Yeah. It's been realized. You know, what the hell? 4th house. Boom. There it is. Taurus in the 4th house. The resources that someone else is supposed to maintain. Home base. 4th house. Your home base or family. Supposed to support somebody. It makes you feel secure. Thinking that whoever they put in charge was like secure. Yeah. But this was somebody's property. Somebody's whatever. Something. Okay? Home base or family support. What makes you feel secure. The 4th house. Your resources. Using someone else's resources to support. Like, it's just so crazy. 5th house. Gambling. To support gambling habits. I knew it. They could have friggin' gambled away. Investment gambles and shit like that. They could have been in a relationship with somebody. But somebody believed that but somebody was afraid of someone's reactions. Once this was brought to light, okay, about someone's resources that they invested or gambled away or did something, okay? 2, 5. Pisces. Dreams. Idealization. Be a part of something overwhelming and trusting your psychic knowledge. I feel like somebody didn't want to trust in what they were being told. Yeah, they didn't want someone to focus on something anymore because they didn't want it to be revealed, to somebody take action on confronting about this money or whatever, resources, yeah, home, whatever, yeah. It's like a will, see? It's like a will or something, yeah. A list, feather, phone. They could have did something over the phone, made the right connections in order to do what the hell they needed to do in order to get somebody's resources. Yeah, Virgo. Serving of others, details of. Yeah, do what you must do. They try to do what they could do to prevent this from being revealed. That they were communicating. Yeah. With somebody's associations, friends, anything. In order to get information to continue to control or to continue to be able to have, yeah. In order to fucking continue to keep somebody from getting. Yeah, keep your involvement hidden, bro. Look at that. To keep these secrets hidden, to stay controlled, to keep whatever these resources hidden, they wanted to. And this was overwhelming for them. When somebody continued to fight and to re-energize themselves and heal and take action. Yeah. And having a major change in their life and getting into their personal power. Because now, somebody knows the truth. Yeah, and knows patiently they're going to get back whatever was taken, right? It was like, the Lord will replace what the locust has taken. And that's for sure in the past. Yeah. You're inspiring others. You inspire others. Yep. When you get success or benefit, yeah. You're saying to not worry about, have faith that you will get success. You will get your resources. You will get what was taken from you back. So crazy. Yeah, it just makes me sit here think like, it makes me sit and question my faith, you know. Not question my faith, like my faith, but question having faith in others, you know? Like, damn, you know? Shit. Really, shit. It just kind of just seems unbelievable. It's like, and the fact that, you know, people could do that and see somebody suffering but still continue to keep the involvement hidden. I really think that's, you know, very just a horrible thing. And that only a horrible person would do something like that. You know, I'm sorry. That makes you not a good person if you hide something like that from somebody. And you steal all that money or whatever. Go about ways to screw somebody. And you're not even being fair. And you want to judge somebody else as to whether they're able to maintain or whatever. It makes no sense whatsoever. Damn. This guy. Anyways, that's it for this one. Keep fighting. Don't give up till you get to the bottom of the truth. Get to the bottom of what was happening with your shit. Use it as a weapon. Don't let them use anything as a weapon.